Salute, man. Boxing Nocturnal Thoughts, man. Gervonta Tank Davis' hands is damn near big as fucking Rolly Romero head. You know, they talking about Rolly Romero being so big. And when they face to face, man, he really don't look that big. I don't know if it's the platform, the shoes, if they got them thick, you know what I'm saying, posturepedic type shoes on or whatever the case may be. But Tank head looked wider than Rolly Romero's shoulder span. It should kind of remind me of when Manny Pacquiao was about to fight Keith Thurman, how people was like, Keith Thurman's so much more bigger than Manny Pacquiao. And I'm like, when you put them mugs, the dimensions, the way Manny Pacquiao built, his fucking head and his fucking hands and calves make Keith Thurman look small to me. Rolly Romero is pretty jacked up. I know muscles don't win boxing matches. You know what I'm saying? But I really don't see so much of a significant size difference. I see Tank Davis' fist look like they damn near the size of Rolly Romero fucking head. One thing I gotta say, because it was just on my mind, I just was watching the news and they was talking about another shooting out in Texas. This is off subject, so bear with me. Another shooting in Texas, going to shoot up an elementary school. Look, if the world is that bad to you, where you feel like you gotta go shoot up a grocery store or shoot up an elementary school, do the world a favor and just go take yourself out. I digress. Back to the subject at hand. Rolly Romero versus Gervonta Tank Davis. It's a lot of going into this bag with Gervonta Tank Davis leaving, you know what I'm saying, the Floyd Mayweather promotions. I see right now, Tank is still, you know, receiving like world-class service as far as keeping his body intact. Getting the little, you know what I'm saying, the needles in his hand, getting the massage therapy. He getting the whole works done, leaving no stone unturned. And I like Coach Calvin Ford, man. I like his thought process, the way he speaks, the way he, you know what I'm saying, articulates the fight game. I watch him doing documentaries where the night before the fight, he always takes a walk just to reflect on everything, come up with that perfect game plan, clear his mind out. Then I look at Rolly Romero's trainer, and I'm not gonna lie, you know, I'm not sold on his personality. He seems like, to me, he might be getting caught up in the spotlight. Like he's getting caught up in the attention even more than Rolly Romero is. You know what I'm saying? One thing I don't like about this whole talk up of this fight is just like this huge talk up of championship trash talker Rolly Romero. And the problem that I have with that is he's supposed to be this big trash talker, but whenever they face to face, he's quiet. And to me, some people look at it like Gervonta Tank Davis' energy is switching up, like he's getting out of character, he's getting off of his square. But I'm like, man, look at Gervonta Tank Davis. It's the same dude that was doing a face-off with Yuriorkis Gamboa, and just out of nowhere just pushed him just because he felt like he was staring at him too long. Like trying to get in my head, like he kept looking at me the way he was looking at me. I didn't like it, so I pushed him. I just push him. Rolly Rolando Romero, the boxer formerly known. You know, I take my hat off to him for him getting himself to the position that he's in. And like I say, man, I definitely give him a puncher's chance. But I don't believe in this Rolly Romero power. I watched him go the distance with Martinez. Then I watched him get a gift victory against Jackson Marinez. Jackson Marinez outboxed him and beat him. And that also shows me a lot about Bullet. Because Bullet, after the fight, you could see the morality and the energy of Rolly Romero's was defeated. You could just tell he knew he lost that fight in his heart. And Bullet struggling to take the glove off, and he talking to him like pretty much trying to coach his dude through defeat. Like even though you lost this fight. I couldn't hear exactly what he was saying, but it sounded like to me he was just trying to give him a boost in morality, giving him that, you know what I'm saying, that moral victory type of speech after a defeat. But then as soon as they announced that Rolly Romero won, he was over there in the corner. I told you, I told you, I told you. Now, just from my perspective, I could have heard that. I looked at that entirely wrong. Maybe the whole time he was telling him, man, you won that fight, man. You did such and such. And in my opinion, you won that fight. But it looked like to me that Rolly looked like he knew he lost that fight and got outboxed. And his coach had already seen that he got outboxed. And Bullet was trying to just keep his morality high, like keep your head up. You know what I'm saying? You fought a good fight. You have no reason to have your head hung low. But it was still like, we gonna go back to the drawing board type of a speech. But then once they read the decisions, the energy looked like it switched. Sort of like how Tony Harrison was with the first Jamel Charlo. He looked like he knew he lost that fight. And then after they announced that he won, he went crazy. But that's neither here nor there. I like Coach Calvin Ford. I think he's a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, comfortable. Gervonta Tank Davis looked way more comfortable and relaxed doing the press conference than Bullet. Bullet was over there chewing his gum, holding his breath. He looked uncomfortable. He looked like a deer in the headlights. But it should be a good fight. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it's a whole long conversation about Gervonta Tank Davis leaving Mayweather. That's a whole nother video for a whole nother day. You know what I'm saying? But we'll get to that later. I don't want to stretch this video out too long. I'm trying to keep my videos short. At the end of the day, my fight prediction for this fight, I see Gervonta Tank Davis boxing. You reach, I teach. I'm gonna make you miss, I'm gonna make you pay. I'm gonna work you to the body, I'm gonna break you down. You're gonna drop your guard, which is already a trash guard anyway, and then I'm gonna land some heavy artillery to your to your face, because I don't think Rolly has that punch resistance that he think he has, and he gonna drop him and knock him out. That's how I look at this fight, with Tank knocking out Rolly Romero. You know what I'm saying? And I say within 7-8 rounds. I always say my B-side prediction, you know what I'm saying, just to hedge, because I'm not like a prediction channel, you know, but I would hedge and say Rolly got a puncher's chance. Anything can happen in boxing. I don't think Rolly's going to outbox Tank. No way, no how. He don't have the footwork. He don't have the IQ. He don't have none of those things. He got an awkward style. I hear him being compared to Mayorga or even Tyson Fury sometimes. Tyson Fury got a herky-jerky, awkward style, but Tyson Fury is a boxer. People keep saying that sometimes skill don't pay the bills when it comes to a guy like Rolly Romero, because, like, look at Mayorga versus Vernon Forrest. He just had his number. Vernon couldn't beat Mayorga. But Vernon had Shane Mosley's number, but Shane Mosley beat Mayorga. And I look at that and I say, you know, I don't really draw that comparison, because I'm not going to compare Tank to Vernon Forrest. If anything, I would compare Tank to Sugar Shane Mosley. And he knocked out Mayorga in the 12th round and in the 6th round. So that's how I look at this fight. Tank by knockout within about 7 rounds. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be Rolly Romero. You know what I'm saying? By murder. Like, what's that smell? Oh, that's Sasso. Used to be Rolly Rolando Romero. This is Boxing Nocturnal Thoughts, man. I salute you. I appreciate y'all time. And like I said, man, if you feel the urge to go shoot up a elementary school, just go take yourself out. Do the world a favor. Salute. I'm gone. Peace. One love.